Hello and welcome to this edition of the Sparx Tribune Report. It's been a long time since I've posted anything, uploaded anything to YouTube, and the political world has shifted drastically since I've had anything to say, at least on YouTube. There's a political storm brewing now. Per my absence, there's a political storm brewing, and I wanted to give you an illustration, at least to kind of show you where my head is at. Looking at all of this now. Um, but the illustration that I had, and again, this is my personal illustration, so it might have flaws in it. This is just something that I came up with to try to make a certain point. Okay, but anyhow, but this political storm, and to use the word realignment, which spooks certain people. Those who don't feel those winds, those who say this is a conspiracy theory, that there is no political realignment happening, are those who are in comfortable bubbles, such as like the center-left Democratic Party and the center-right Republican Party, the centrist in general, corporate-friendly, single party, the money party that's in charge. They're not feeling the force, the turbulent winds of political change, if you will. They're not feeling the force of these winds because they're in the eye of this political hurricane, right? And this is the point that I was hoping to illustrate effectively, is that small window of what is acceptable dialogue is within what is the epicenter of a much larger possible field of political dialogue that's happening, and they are in this safe little epicenter, the eye of this proverbial storm, the eye of the hurricane, where they're not experiencing the turbulence of the political challenges that the working people are facing in our society, or what working people are thinking, and what everyday people are experiencing. They're not accustomed to it, they're not feeling it, and they feel safe in that bubble. The problem is their safety is an illusion, because one thing we know about hurricanes, and this is why I came up with this illustration, one thing we know about hurricanes move. And this hurricane, as soon as the Overton window is pushed, as soon as the Overton window is shifted, and the hurricane moves, such as when when we've seen in the past with major political movements that gain the support of the body politic writ large. Once a movement gains the support of the body politic, the centripetal force of that political wind moves the Overton window to the left, and has repeatedly in the past. Look at Medicare for All, for instance. It was a radical notion in 2015 when Bernie Sanders was shouting it from the rooftops and running a presidency campaign on the matter. And now that's mainstream politics. Over 80% of Democratic voters support it. Almost 70% of voters in general support the notion. So the Overton window has shifted. And that's when our politicians feel the force of political change, feel these winds, is only when the Overton window is moved do they feel what was on their periphery. It used to be on their periphery, it used to be around them, but not in their midst, until that Overton window is pushed. And then they feel the force of change. Thank you. I will have more videos coming out in the future, but I just wanted to say that, at least for now. I will have another video coming up on Russia and Ukraine and propaganda and all of that soon. Have a wonderful evening.